Whether you go to watch comedy or live music, the Park Theatre has been a hot spot for all kinds of entertainment for 2 decades. The theatre in South Osborne is celebrating its 20th anniversary with a huge lineup this month. Joining us now to tell us more about the history of the theatre, where it's been and what's coming is Cory Thomas. Good morning, Cory.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for joining us. Now, how long have you been with Park Theatre?
Well, I've been a promoter myself for just over 20 years. I was doing shows there as an independent promoter for about 8 years before I joined there full-time in 2018.
Wow, so it really has sparked something in your heart.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was a banker for 20 years and a promoter on the side and doing shows at the Osborne Village Inn when it was around. And then slowly at the park when it opened. And then my shows got bigger as the years went. And Eric, who owns the parks, was always telling me to come work for him and leave the banking industry. And took a few years for him to wear me down. And now I'm living the dream, get to do it for a living.
Well, that is amazing. So tell us the history of the Park Theatre, how it started 20 years ago.
Well, 20 years ago, Eric purchased the place. The building itself is over 100 years old. And it's been everything. It's had 1 billion businesses in there. It was a theater for a long time, where it showed movies a long time ago. And it was actually, when Eric first opened it, it was a video store / cafe where you could rent movies and video games. And it slowly morphed from that into a music venue as we peppered in shows for bands here and there. And then it pivoted from being a cafe video rental store into what it is now, where it's a full-time venue event center.
What an incredible history. In those 20 years, so many acts, comedy shows, live music have filled the theater. Tell us about some of the highlights and bands you've seen over there over the last 2 decades.
Oh my goodness, it blows my mind all the time. Like the bands that we have through there, because some bands even who are much bigger than our room will come play it just because they want to play in the room. It's a special room. Like we've been fortunate enough to have, like I've had Propaganda in there many times. They're local hometown heroes that are much bigger than our room. So they end up playing usually 3 nights in a row when we have them.
That is fascinating.
They sell it out in 5 minutes every time, but we're so lucky that they keep playing our room when they should be in a bigger room than ours, but they keep coming back, giving us 3 nights in a row each time.
And is that what makes the theater special? It's big, but it's not too big. It's sort of small, but it's not too small. What makes it special? Yeah,
we're 550 cap. So a lot of these bands that play our room, they need an 800 cap, 1,000 cap room. So instead they'll just do 2 nights with us instead of 1 night at, say, the Burt or a different room. But it's something about our rooms. A lot of these bands have grown up with us over the last 20 years too, where we'd give them their first shot and they were playing for, like, for example, a band like the Bluestones, who are pretty big now.
Yeah.
Bluestones, I remember booking them in our room 6 years ago for 50 people. And now they do 2 nights in our room and they'll sell it out.
And you're doing a lot to celebrate your 20th anniversary. We're almost out of time. Quickly tell us a few of the things that are going on.
Oh, we try to get a bunch of bands that have played our room a gazillion times over the years, but it's hard to get them all. But to start off, we have our SOS Festival this weekend. We have a legendary band called Cro-Mags playing on Friday. And we have another legendary Canadian band called Razor on Saturday. We have JP Ho this month. We have the Mad Caddies for 2 days. We have Comeback Kid, which is also sold out on the 15th.